introduction. So once again, let us welcome Pandora Finance's CEO and founder, Mr. Pushkar. Hello, Mr. Pushkar. Welcome to Crypto Pandas
Hello,
Finance Live.
hello. Thank you for hosting us, Kathleen, and I really appreciate. And thank you everyone for joining this particular AMA session. And I'm sure that we're gonna talk about a lot about 404 and what Pandora Finance is all about. I'm really excited to be here and share all the insights, whatever possible from my end. And So to little introduce about myself, my name is Pushkar Vohra, and I'm founder and CEO of Pandora Finance. I've been serving this space since 2017, and the journey has been pretty amazing throughout, I would say. Pandora Finance actually founded in 2021 with the aim to induce liquidity into the NFT ecosystem for both real world assets at the same time digital asset classes. As we know that NFTs are innately illiquid in nature, right? And so are few real world assets as well. So we took this particular aim uh, to bring in liquidity and try to solve this particular challenge through our various products. We have already made significant strides with successful 2.4 mil raise back then in 2021, in which like various industry heavyweight investors uh, backed us, and we launched a few products after that. Express protocol is the one, and post that economy is one part of it, and at the same time uh, 404 marketplace, which we are coming up with, is again one leap forward towards bringing in liquidity into the asset classes. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction about yourself, Mr. Pushkar, and telling us a little bit about Pandora. So now, another question. How do you envision ERC404 in shaping the future of Web3? Or do you think ERC404 can be the next big thing in Web3?
Oh, yes, of course. Believe me, Kathleen. It is going to be the next big thing. Believe me, it will take. We have just, started. It's gonna take, the NFT industry, and at the same time, ERC20 industry as well, fungible industry as well, by storm. It has potential to revolutionize the whole NFT landscape, and primarily whole of the Ethereum and Solana, I'm sure, um, because it addresses one primary issue, which I'm gonna talk about again and again. You're gonna hear this word from me again and again, because this is one of the major issues that needs to be resolved. Apart from user experience, apart from interoperability, the one thing that we all, and this particular, why this particular actually was in inception, is cause of liquidity, right? If we see, the Web3 is all about liquidity. It's and NFTs were innately in liquid, and thanks to the Pandora team and the CTRL team who actually came up with this particular concept of 404, and in which the liquidity of the NFTs has been solved to a larger extent. uh, Even if you can see, why it was a primary challenge, I say, okay, the NFTs has greater use cases, and we can all see that, we all know that. But at the same time, if you see the volumes of ERC20 standards and ERC721 industry, right, there is a huge gap in it, there is a huge difference in it. And that particular difference is because the NFTs remain illiquid throughout in nature. You cannot just go and say, okay, I want to sell this particular NFT like in next 1 second. You can do that, whether it's a BYC only, right? You have to put in the price, you have to go and put it on auction or whatever, do then only sell it. But at the same time, if you want to sell your Ethereum, you know what price it is and you know what profit you are making, and you can sell it any good day, right? If now imagine the cusp of both, where actually the liquidity of ERC20 and non-fungibility of the NFTs come at a single stride, and that would be amazing. And this is what 404 is all about. Though it has been named, it's not a standard right now. 404 is primarily derived as an error thing, and we all know 404 errors, right? And at the same time, but soon the team is filing the EIP and ERC, the Pandora 404 team, and soon it will be a standard. And post that, it's gonna take the industry for as whole, I mean to say. It would be great. Yeah.
That is really
I hope.
wonderful. Yeah, it did. Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar. I mean, probably that clarified some things for us about ERC404, especially for those who are not very familiar with it. I mean, it's nice that you guys have approached a significant problem in the NFT industry, right? So I can totally agree on what you're saying about NFTs, and I really think that Pandora should be commended on this amazing idea. All right, so Mr. Pushkar, apart from Web3, do you think you can give us some other futuristic possibilities that you see for ERC404?
I'll say yes. I'll definitely. Why not? I'll definitely let you know about the futuristic possibilities of the 404. But before that, you should definitely understand what 404 is all about, right? I have given the slide what 404, but it actually enables you to trade ERC 721 or 1155 standard, or let it be a basic NFT, right? You can say as ERC 20 standard. Now imagine it that you are going to swap your NFT, right, in any of the decentralized exchange. And how powerful is that? That means every ERC20 standard can have ERC721 functionality, and every ERC721 function can function like ERC20 standard, right? Now this is actually where the 404 comes in. And if you see the use cases of this industry, that means you can say there are various industries that actually gonna you know benefits of this particular standard. If to name few, I think though as whole, I must say the whole of the industry gonna change for good, according to my belief, and it will eventually. It has just started. It will take once the standard is there, and 3 or 6 months, the people will start actually utilizing it to the core. Whole of the industries will be revolutionized by this thing. Creator economy is a big thing these days, and supply chain is primarily that is going to be revolutionized. The hotel industry is going to be revolutionized, because the way we book, there are various use cases that are coming up. Gaming industry, believe me, it's going to be the one of the biggest use case of the 404, because now you need not to worry about who gonna buy my. Now let's take an example. Let it be you earlier bought a NFT of let it be 500K or $1 million, right? In bear market, you are not able to even sell it for $5,000 or $500 some bad times. That was a concern while buying the NFT of any game. And we were earlier talking about Axie Infinity as well, right? And but now you will be able to buy it, use it, earn from it, and whenever not required, sell it any moment you want, right? And in this particular manner, what I feel is the adoption curve will be is going to be pretty much at very various good angle. I mean to say, it is going to be pretty much up out there. The user adoption will be more reliable. There will be less defaults in the industry. Various other industries like VC DAOs will be changed as whole, and DAOs as whole will be changed. I mean, for various products. And what you can say. So in nutshell, everything will be changed for good. Yeah. The way
Thank you so
I
much.
think.
That's really
Yeah.
amazing. That's really amazing, Mr. Pushkar. I mean, you really enlightened us about the futuristic possibilities of ERC404. Now, since we all have now probably a little idea or a wide idea about ERC404, now let's talk about the Pandora Finance. So, how will Pandora Finance support and integrate ERC404 into its platform? Can you explain that to us in details? And what is your user base?
Okay. So our marketplace utilizes the power of 404 standard to offer unique experience, frankly speaking. With ERC 404 marketplace, our mission is to create an all-inclusive 404 ecosystem. It is well required, and it is different from existing infrastructures a bit, I'll say, because user experiences changes a lot, right? It's not something that is pretty normal with the marketplaces we have right now, or the dexes we have right now. We are coming up with different phases under our roadmap, which one can easily go and check it on our website. Our first phase, that is the Uno phase, is what we are coming up with right now. ERC 404 indexer is one part that we are coming up with, and at the same time, no code ERC 404 deployment will be there, in which one can easily go and make up to 10,000 collection of NFTs, 10,000 NFTs collection of the 404 within few clicks. The indexer is where you're gonna index it, and we are actually started indexing various 404 collections as well, and we are coming up with integrated DEX as well, in which the ERC20 part of the 404 will be able to trade it very well whenever you want it. And so it gives overall all integrated user experience to the user to trade NFTs, 404 NFTs whenever and wherever they want it. And yeah, that's it. I mean, so it's all inclusive, and there are various other things that we are coming up with in future as well. I'm sure I'm pretty excited about it. We are coming up with like a whole 404 exchange, in a way, DEX that has some unique features, especially designed for 404 only, right? It is kind of things that world has never seen for so far, and this is going to be very unique. And we are coming up with in a wrapper as well, where you will be able to convert all your ERC20s into 404 existing ERC20s, and at the same time all your 721s into 404 as well, so you can trade it and induce liquidity into it, whatnot. Yeah,
Thank
I
you
hope
so
I
much.
able to answer this, right?
Yeah, you did actually, and I think you are not alone in being in the. I mean, you're not the only one who is excited with this. So, Mr. Pushkar, can you tell us when are you launching this project? Because we are also excited as well, and on which chain is it going to be live?
See, I'll say just hold on tight, right? Uh, we've been working the day we decided that we are coming up with this marketplace, and we've been working. The whole of the team is working day and night to deliver this particular marketplace on as soon as possible basis. So I'll say we are launching within days. Tentatively, let me announce it. I think okay. Let me announce it here, right? So we are launching it this coming Tuesday, primarily, and so where one can user can easily go and use this particular marketplace, get ready for a few excited launches in between, get ready for a few amazing use cases that we are coming up with. Right now, internal testing is going on, and we have already started indexing few amazing projects, ERC404 collections that you will be able to trade through that particular marketplace. About chains, what I'll say is like we are already testing it out, or we are going live on Ethereum and Polygon primarily. And post that, we're definitely gonna come on various other EVM chains, because we want to grow as soon as possible, and at the same time give out this particular utility to all the possible big NFT ecosystems, where people can use it, easily use the the power of 404. And so we are going to be truly multi-chain. It has been designed innately in that particular way, and so user will be able to access the platform and its exclusive offerings in coming time. And it's not that far. Yeah, it's like pretty quick. Yeah, and hopefully, I don't know whether it is going to be the world's first one, but hopefully yes, we are. I think I can say till now, yes, it is going to be the first one, first integrated dedicated 404 marketplace, and that's why this particular uh, you know this particular thing is also important, right? And it makes impact because we are coming up with 404. I have to check this fact, but we are going to be the first one. I hope so. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Pushkar, and the unexpected announcement as well. So, for
Yeah.
our listeners out there, guys, I hope you guys can stay updated on Pandora Finance's social media links. We will be posting it on our Telegram community chat for your convenience. All right, so another question, Mr. Pushkar. So, looking back, can you tell us about your experiences and probably the inspiration behind building Pandora Finance's for offer powered marketplace?
Okay. So what I will say is like the one thing that actually started bothering me back in 2021 is again liquidity in the ecosystem, right? I always used to think, if you see, why Bitcoin is into existence right now, right? It gives you the power of the decentralization, and we being one of the part of the army of decentralization, what Bitcoin did to currency as whole, and economy as whole. I think everything else can be done to every other asset class in the world, right? So this is what Pandora Finance came into inception. So I want to do what Bitcoin did to currency. So I want to do it to every other asset class as whole, right? So this is where this particular thought, actually became the cause of inception of Pandora Finance. So our vision primarily has always been to induce liquidity, as I told you, in all the asset classes possible, whether it's digital and the real world. And with the 404, it can be realized on the digital asset class side of the things. We'll be using it in the real world asset classes of things because it allows you to fractionalize and empower you there. And we are also like doing few amendments in this particular protocol layer. I mean to say standard, and we'll be releasing it soon so that it can actually have the right functions to serve real world asset industry as RW industry in nutshell as well, and it can be ready for that. But it's more on a side. What I'll say is like it's just a beginning. We have a long way to go, and we are excited about the infrastructure we are coming up with, and various 404 collections that actually can use this particular infrastructure. Um, we want to boost the ecosystem altogether, and what's better than providing a platform that actually serves as a comprehensive layer for traders, for collectors, for influencers, brands, liquidity providers, and so yeah, this has been like the whole inspiration. So I will say yes, liquidity has been a whole inspiration behind the Pandora Finance, and whatever we are doing is just. We even launched Express Protocol back then. That was primarily we created a shared order book liquidity for NFTs, and to make NFTs more liquid. And but this way of actually bringing liquidity to NFTs is something that we realized is really amazing, and it can be done now. It can be realized very easily on that particular node, and that's why we took this particular decision to come up with the 404 marketplace. And so this was the inspiration behind Pandora Finance, bringing liquidity to the real world assets and now to digital asset classes as well.
Very fantastic. Thank you so much, Rishkar. And I'm really delighted to know that this certain problem of liquidity turned into such an amazing idea for Pandora. And I'm very commending the team of Pandora for getting real smart on that. All right,
Right.
so now talking about again with this amazing thing to be
Mhm.
launched on the perspective of existing PNDR token holders,
Right.
are you gonna offer any utility to them with this launch?
Yes, why not? I mean, so whatever I'm doing is for PNDR token holders primarily, right? because they are my investors. They believe in the project, and we are working for them. And so why not? They will be rewarded. I want to assure there are a lot of in-house developments that are going on, and you'll be able to listen about it, and we'll be able to release it soon in coming weeks. These a lot of announcements will be made, which will actually benefit PNDR holders. But I'll say I don't want to unfold right now. Like one announcement is okay for a day. So let's keep it a bit secret right now. And yes, rest assured, the holders will be rewarded who have been part of this journey. Will make sure that this ecosystem flies uh, to the good part. And definitely there is a amazing utilities that are coming up for Pandora holders. People give you one utility, and for one platform, believe me, we have like two big platforms to give you the utility. And so yes, we are working good on it, on various aspects, on whether it's on governance, whether it's a product utility, whether it's on reward ecosystems, whether it's on point ecosystems. So in nutshell, yes, we are working on a lot, and we'll be able to hear about it in coming times.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar, and that's really delightful and reassuring to hear. So now another question I have for you, Mr. Pushkar. So I mean, this ERC404 powered marketplace. Um, I know it's like the first, right, in the industry, but how does Pandora Finance plan to stay ahead in this ERC404 space?
What I'll say here is like we are already ahead, right? I believe because the infrastructure provider, uh, is the one who actually provides the base for whole industry to actually jump on it and actually use it and do. And so if the real utility, what I'll say is like, hasn't been started so far, because right now people has to go to like OpenSea to sell 721 if they have the 404 collection, and go to the Uniswap to sell the 20 ERC20 if they have to go for it. And now we are coming up with a whole integrated ecosystem that will actually pave the path for towards the user adoption curve. And if we became the pioneer in this particular space, we have already lined up very packed roadmap, heavily packed roadmap with interesting features that we haven't released so far. And what we are working on is just on four things, I believe me. Primarily, the features that has been lined up is something that is especially to boost this particular ecosystem. And innovation is the key, what I believe, that always keeps you ahead, right? And in my team, in Pandora team, with respect to innovation, everyone is on toes, right? They come up with the ideas. They've been awarded for coming up with the new ideas how we can actually do it, and then we try it before coming up into the industry, and we try it well. And right now, I think I'll say that various aspects has been written down, has been developed. My teams are working on it to come up with this particular, but we'll keep on releasing it one testing, because testing of the features is required. What is required for the user is actually you can get back from the user only, right? So this process has to follow, but I'll say a lot is lined up to keep us ahead of the ecosystem. And to be humble, we are already ahead, right?
Very fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Pushkar. And now, another question. So, this is about partnerships. As we know, partnerships are very vital for the success of any project. So, are you forging any partnerships with the other ERC404 projects? or any
Yes, yes.
planning for it?
We are in talking terms with various creators. We are in talking terms. We are actually in touch with various already 404 collections. Even in fact, today itself, we announced our first indexing partnership with Palette. So Palette uh, is a collection of 6969 generative uh, approximately, yeah, approximately 6969 the generative artworks, primarily over the geometric abstractions, right? And they have showcased their uh, the unknown part of ERC404 in their beautiful artistic way. And I personally love the way they have used colors. And So palette from the start has been like uh, very amazing for us. And I'll say proudly say that we have uh, you know uh, announced our partnership with them. And various other partnerships are also in queue that will be unveiled in coming days. So what I'll say is like, yeah, stay tuned. I think a lot of is coming, and soon we'll be coming up with few of the gaming projects as well. And because at that particular side of things, like 404 is amazing. And there are various other use cases that will be lined up. Yes. And so a lot of partnership from whole of the horizon is there. And so team is working hard on it. Stay tuned. This is what I can say. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar. And for anyone here who are listening again, Pandora Finance's social media links will be posted in our Telegram community chat for your convenience. So if you guys want to get the latest update about them, and if you guys want to do your own research about Pandora, so every useful link will be there for you guys. All right, another question for you, Mr. Pushkar. So, are there any other projects that you are working on to achieve its vision of inducing liquidity within the NFT ecosystem? Because we saw you talking about real world assets in one of your recent tweets.
Yeah. Actually, seems like you have done your research well now. So what I'll say here is like, yes, our other product is economy, which is towards real world asset DEX. And so economy is primarily 1:1 DEX that represents, any asset that you can touch and feel, and you can tokenize it, you can bring it on chain, from watches to art to any luxury collectibles you have. And in this way we are actually bringing those particular real world assets on chain, so that it can give birth to a parallel on chain economy in nutshell for RWAs. So economy is actually transforming how we interact with tangible assets by actually democratizing uh, the way they have been traded, frankly speaking. And so it will actually make way for numerous trading opportunities, uh, not just selling or buying RWA, but also auctioning, lending, swapping, and redeeming, and all completely on chain, and at the same time all inclusive at one platform. And so economy is something, we call it as asset economy in nutshell. That's why the economy is coming up, the word is from. And yeah, it is really amazing. I'll request everyone to go. It's already on testnet. Go check it out, and trade, because I'll make sure that whosoever is actually giving us the reviews, how to improve the platform, will be rewarded. And at the same time, even if you're using it, a lot is coming on airdrop side and various other things that you'll be rewarded with. And yes, what I'll say is economy is something that one should actually look into as well from Pandora team. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar. All right, so with your product economy, May I ask who can bring their assets on chain? Like institutions or any individual can do that?
Okay, no. When I told you that actually, we are the army of decentralization, right? And so our primary focus is to enable everyone to bring their assets on chain. So imagine it in a way that the blockchain works. The blockchain, how if any transaction comes in, there is a validator node that validates, right, and it gets into the registry. So in that particular manner, if you want to bring on any real world asset on chain, we are setting up the validator nodes. Those particular validators node. Now these are not the digital, code based nodes. These are the real nodes. I mean, the real people, right? Who will be validating that this particular asset exists. Who will be validating that this particular asset is up to what it has been represented with, and so they are the real people that can actually validate the asset. Now, imagine you have any luxury watch you are wearing right now, right? And let it be you are in Philippines, right? In any country, right? Sorry, in any country that you can actually go to any of the validator nearby, just like you go to a pawn shop, and you can show that particular watch, and it will be validated on chain on our eco platform. Right now, you get the NFT that has been validated by that particular validator, and it comes on chain. Now your watch has been dematerialized into an NFT. Now that particular NFT is actual ownership of your watch. You can easily sell it, you can swap it, you can auction it, you can trade it, you can do whatever you want to do with that particular watch, right? And in that particular way, you can dematerialize every, I'll say dematerialize and democratize every asset you can touch and feel. So this actually empowers everyone to induce liquidity into their real world assets. And yeah, in various countries, though we are opening up, we'll be announcing few other things, jurisdictions as well, where we'll be starting our operations. And it's a thing of in coming weeks. Yeah, I'll say, Kathleen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar. That's really amazing and a very detailed explanation. All right, so another question actually. So, what can we expect regarding the launch, a roadmap, and vision for ERC404 support in the upcoming months or in the first quarter?
Uh, you are asking about roadmap, right? Let me just it's like too much of things that are packed out there. But if I'll say, it's like it's already listed there on the website though. But primarily what I'll say is like right now we are coming up with the Uno phase, right? And Uno phase, I'll say, is we are launching this Tuesday, and then next coming up with the Astra phase. And let me just read out to you. Astra phase is more about, where we are coming up with the drops that you'll be able you'll be able to feature drops. You can able to drop the drops, I'll say, of your collections. And then we are coming up with governance. Then we are coming up with prime time. Prime time is more about integrated decks, customized decks about the 404 regarding. And then we are coming up with the raise. The raise is more about where people will be able to that will actually bring the functionalities for the ecosystem, where people will be able to support the creator economy in nutshell, right? Various projects. And so it will be supporting pool ecosystem in nutshell for the raises. And then there comes the showtime. Degen releases full packed. I would say roadmap is there for us. But yes, soon we'll be live on like few things are live on website, but soon we'll be giving the full-fledged product roadmap down the line. I hope this was the question, or is it like something else I should answer as well?
No, you answered it perfectly. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Pushkar. And for our viewers out there, the roadmap is available on their website, right, Mr. Pushkar?
Right.
All right, guys. So if you guys want to explore more about their future plans, it is all found in their website, guys. Again, we will share the link on our Telegram community chat. All right, Mr. Pushkar. So I actually just have one last question for you. So I actually saved this last question. So,
No
you
worries,
know
no
how
worries.
you always save the best for last. All right. So
Right.
can we expect campaigns or rewards for the community also in the coming days?
No, undoubtedly, yes. I mean to say, why not? We are already in the bull run, and it's full of rewards and full of the ecosystem. So we have plans. My team is primarily, is very focused on these things, and they always get some good budgets on that particular line. And we have like 39% of tokens that already for the, I mean to say, in our tokenomics is primarily for users only, right? And to bring in the adoption. So apart from that, there will be a lot of campaigns that we'll start with, and so I'll say sit tight. A lot is going to be there to, a lot of announcements, a lot of a lot of campaigns. Everything is like a full power packed roadmap is ahead of us, right? And we are all working hard to deliver everything possible. And to the community, what I'll say here is, one thing, please go do check out our products. Be part of the ecosystem, and support us wherever possible. And we are working day and night, working hard to bring you best of the innovations on table, best of the products on table, and actually paving the path to the future. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar, and of course, our community will be staying in tune for those those exciting rewards coming up soon. And thank you so much as well, Mr. Pushkar, for answering all of my questions for today's AMA. Thank you so much for giving us a tour on the entire Pandora finance ecosystem and also giving us information about the economy, about the ERC404, the problems you guys are trying to resolve, and how you guys are trying to revolutionize the NFT industry. Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar. So the past actually 40 minutes have been really fun and educative, and I hope our viewers out there also learned a lot. And I guess that wraps up our session for today. Thank you so much, Mr. Pushkar, for your time.
Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for hosting us, and thank you for everyone who joined this particular AMA. Thank you so much.
Have a very great day, Mr. Pushkar. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.